it's really hard to be married to you.
That's right.
Now,
Yes.
this isn't all your fault, okay? This is our theory. A lot of this is your parents' fault.
Of
You were
course.
messed up before you got into the marriage. I'm gonna do a quick survey, just a little interactive exercise to just kind of see where we are. How many of you, like us, we're both firstborns? How many of you are the
Firstborns.
firstborn in your family? Yes.
Put those hands up real quick,
Yes. A lot of strong, confident people, most presidents
Yes.
are firstborn. We raise those hands fast. But here's the thing we firstborns don't talk about for all our confidence. We are hard to love, and it's because we're messed up. But it's not
Totally.
your fault. It's your parents' fault. When your parents brought you home from the hospital, they had no idea what they were doing. They had no idea. It's amazing we even survived, And then this is what happens. They start having other kids, and they feel like they need to make an example out of the firstborn, right? To scare the other ones. So you had way more chores, didn't you? You got spanked way more. Who got spanked way more than their siblings?
We
Some
did.
of you are looking at me weird like you don't believe in spanking your children. You know what? Bring them to us. We'll spank them for you.
Yes.
We'll do it.
It's just something we offer,
It's a free public service that we offer. So firstborns are hard to love. But
Yes, but then we come to who's the baby? Who's the baby in their family? Yes. You're like, look at me, I'm the baby. Right?
I love attention.
I love attention. And of course, babies in the family are even more messed up than the firstborn.
Way more messed
up. You know this, right? And it makes you a little hard to love because your parents, by the time you came along, they were just so exhausted. And they just let you eat pizza for breakfast. They let you stay up way later than your siblings. They maybe breastfed you till you were 13. I mean, they probably rocked you. They rocked you like a crazy long time till you were like in high school. I mean, we do these weird things with the babies, and so it makes us a little bit hard to love, right?
Yeah, it does. You babies, you're we love you. Jesus loves you, but you're hard to love. Now, how many of you are a middle child? Yeah, a couple of you cheered, but most of you were like, no one's ever asked about me before.
Yeah.
Am I allowed to raise my hand? Mom and Dad never noticed me, and you guys
Oh, middle child.
are, of course, the most messed up. And it's not your fault. It's really not your fault at all. It's that your parents, they didn't even know you were there. They spent so much energy on the firstborn, and then they babied the baby. They might have had some kids in between. They're not even
I don't know.
sure. You go to their house right now, there's not even a picture of you, and I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that you had to endure that. I'm not even going to ask about you only children because you've raised your hands 3 times already. You have.
Yeah. That's true.
And so the truth is, we all bring some baggage into the marriage. And honestly, birth order really has nothing to do with it. It's just a funny way of pointing out that all of us come into marriage with some things that make us difficult to love, some blind spots we have. And some of it is the result of our own quirks. Some of it's the result of our own sin, our own choices that we've made. And some of it's the result of things that have happened to us that are completely out of our control. And yet God tells us to love at all times. And people usually need love the most in those moments when they deserve it the least, don't they? And God gives his very best to us. He sent his son to us to die for us while we were still sinners. He gave his best when we were at our worst. And then he says, and that's how I want you to love each other.